So we're going to be finding the percent of a number. And we're going to be finding each time what percent something is, or if I give a number like 48, I can find out how much of a percentage 36 is. And the other way around is I can find out how much of a percentage 36 is of what number. So there's 4 ways of doing it, and the way that we do that is through proportions. Okay? Now, if you want to see a good video about how to do this, there's another place you can go, which would be my website. Well, didn't I have it open a second ago? Mr. Smith's homepage. Now, if you were to go to 7th grade, or if you just go to my YouTube, if you go to 7th grade, this video that I shot yesterday is a really good way of doing proportions. So if you want another way of hearing this, a different way of guided notes, I can help you with it. Yes, sir? You don't have a study guide? Do you have a practice? Do you have a study guide? Okay. Oh, who brought? Somebody gave me 2 extras. Oh, okay. So we can see this. This is proportion fraction. This is exactly what we're doing. It's just a little bit different of a layout with more examples. So if you guys need, you can look at that. So this is the worksheet that you guys have in front of you. Now, one of the big things about proportions is to write down this. I want you to write down this in this area of the... So you're going to write a proportion. Okay, so a fraction equals a fraction. So you're writing that down in that area. And it's going to be part... Oh, wow. Slow. Part over whole 100 over or under percent. So part over whole number of percent. Well, yeah, there's different ways of doing it. I like to put the percent because it's just the number that goes there. You wouldn't put the percent sign because you replace that percent sign. Yep, number of percent. Okay? And also with word problems, there's this one. 100. We have percent, and then we have cheeseburger. And you're writing that one as well. Is of part whole. So the is part, the of is whole. Now, every single time when we hear sentences about finding a percentage, it's not going to say is and of. Okay? It's not always going to say that, but that will give you a really good idea as to what's up. So on this, we have an example. 3 out of 4 is what percent? So it says 3 out of 4 is what percent. And I know that a lot of you guys would know right away that it's 3 out of 4, but they're not always going to be that easy. So I want you to notice that 3 out of 4 is what? So it's telling us, sorry, let me try that again, is what percent? It's telling you right there where our variable is going to go. You don't know the variable. You know the part, you know the whole, and 3 out of 4 is also another term that we've done in our ratios. Remember how we could say 3 out of 4, 3 to 4 when we did ratios, remember? Yeah. So 3 out of 4, and it's telling us what is the percent, so it knows that we're going here. Then we do those cross products that we started last week. So we multiplied 4 and r. We have 4 and r right here. Then we multiply 3 times 100, and that's going to be on this side. Yep, and it's going to be 300. And when we just do hundreds, it's so easy to multiply by base 10. However many zeros are, you just have the decimal change that much. So we have to find the cross products, divide each side by 4, because when we multiply, the opposite of multiplication is division. So we multiply both sides. And the way that we did it in that PowerPoint is they just kind of crossed those out to go away, and then you divide 3 divided by 4, and you get 75. Now, it says 75%. Keep in mind that the answer is not 75 because it's asking you what percent. So you have to answer 75%. Yeah. Yeah, Tommy?
How do you get 4 though? Because it says 3 times.
The cross product? Good question. The cross product is multiplying those two numbers together, 4 times r. Cross product, because the product is an answer to a multiplication question. Now here's another one that they give us the percent. They give us the percent. It is, what number is 20%? Now when we're reading these sentences, whenever you see a percentage, the very first thing you should do is you do 20 over 100 when we're doing this. Okay? 20 over 100. All right? Showing you guys is one thing, but let's do a couple of them. So let's do, I want to do number 4. It says find 15% of 160. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a proportion. So what did you notice on that we need to throw in there right away, Lexi? Actually, there's something that even happens before that that's going to help us out even more. What did I just say about the first thing that should jump out and we throw it in there? Yeah, percent. And where does that go? Where does that 15 go? Yep. Which part? Left or right? Which one? Is there a percentage here? Right, there we go. 15, and that goes over 100 always. Now we have to see, we have 160. Does 60 go as the part, or does it go as the whole? Whole? What makes you think that, Quinn?
Well, because it says 15% of 160.
And, okay, so
I was thinking 15%.
well, 15 is the percent, because we just, yeah.
160.
Part 160 is the whole, and what evidence do you have of that? Okay, well, we got to have evidence for mathematics. We need to know why we're doing stuff. You don't just do it. Beitai? Because of. And what does it say? What does it say about of what you wrote on the top right there? Where did you write of? No. Where did you write of? Where did you write of? Yeah, there you go. Yep, you wrote it on the lower right, so it's going to be evidence that when you see of something, it's going to be on the lower right. So we have an X right here. Question? Let's find out. Let's find out. So now we have 100X, because we're going to do the cross multiplication. Whoa, that's huge. I'll just do this. Cross product here. So it's going to be, on the way, 100x equals 15 times 160. 15 times 160, and since I don't expect you guys to use your calculators, I'll do it with you right here. 15, we have 0, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have 0, 0, 6, 1. So that would be 2,400. So it's 2,400. Then I'm going to divide both of those by 100. I'm going a little fast here, sorry. I'll go back and, so it's just 24. And do we need to put a percentage there? No, because it's not a percentage. Salud. Okay? Yep. Yeah, it's like translation. It means health. Okay, so it's 24. Now the cross multiplication. The main thing is, if you don't like to do the inverse operation, which is dividing when we have to multiply, just think whatever number is stuck to the variable right here. Whatever number is stuck to the variable, that's the one that you are going to divide by the other side. Okay, whatever's stuck to it, it's like, oh, get away from me. Okay, you need to divide it from the other side. All right? Lots of yawns, lots of yawns. All right, I think we got a little bit longer. What's one that looks, ooh, Ew.
I'm 14.
No, 17's worse. Now, okay, we have a percentage. Right away, we have a percentage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my 100, and then it goes 0.05. Then where does 2,999 go? Where does that go? Taylor? Oops, sorry. Okay, on the bottom, Brooke, why? Good, of 2,999. Then I'm going to put my, I'm going to do a B here for Brooke. Okay? Or, no, it's for Brooke. All right, now I have B equal, 100B equals 0.05 times 2,999. And I remember how to multiply using decimals. Okay, I have to just remember that there. Do you remember? How do I? What do I need to remember? Why did I just write 5 there? What do we have to do when we multiply? What do we have to do? Chloe, I haven't heard from you either. You have to take out the decimal. Then what do we do, Andrew? Good. So what you have to do is, when you multiply by decimals, you have to count the decimal points, okay, multiply like normal, ignore the decimals, and then you bring the decimals back. So if we had 2 decimals in the beginning, we have 2 in the back. So we have almost 3,000 times 5. Okay, so it's going to be what? Did you get 1,495? Or no, sorry, 1,595? So we got 45. We got 40. Yep.
I mean 5,999.
So we got 9.
I did 369.
So it'll be 14,995. Yep, because it's going to be just under 15,000. Then we have to bring back the 2 decimal points. 1, 2 here. So we have B equals 149.95. And I circle that. Yes, sir?
So basically we do times and
Multiplying.
multiplying, right? The number on the bottom, like the number or the letters, and then the one on top.
That's exactly what we're doing, because it's the cross products. Cross products. I'm multiplying these 2 together. I'm multiplying these 2 together. And then I'm dividing by the one that's stuck, or that's circled in the green. Yes, Skyla.
How did you get the decimal point right in between the 2 decimals?
The reason that we put the decimal point between the 2 nines is because the original multiplication question had 2 decimal points in it. See how there's 2 decimals values, 2 decimal placeholders? So we ignored those when we multiplied. Then at the very end, we have to bring those 2 decimal points back in from vacation. Okay? Yep. And if you want to see a whole lesson on that, go onto my YouTube and search for multiplying decimals. We did that with the 8th grade. Yeah. Taylor.
What about like on the homework if it has like 37.5%?
37.5%. Let's do like number 11 here.
Number 16 on the
16 on the homework. Let's see if we can find one in the examples that's not like that. 16. 37.5 is 18 of what number? Are you worried about the percentage value? 37. Let's see. We're looking at 17 on the homework. 16 on the homework. Now, just as we did last night for homework, 37 point, what's 1/2? 5. Yeah, so that would be your percent for number 16 tonight. Yes?
On the study guide on number 17, why would it be just
Oh, you're right. I didn't finish. Thank you. I didn't finish. Yep. I didn't finish because I'm stuck for space here. I'm stuck for space here. So also, by the way, the back side of your guys' homework, that's where you guys should show your work. And make sure you number it and have it nice. And you can just put the answers up front. Okay? Just put the answers up front, but I do want you to show your work. That's why I do them one-sided if I had more, because I want you to be able to do it like that. All right, so we have, wow, I'm getting ahead of myself. Thank you for catching me. That would have been bad. So we have 149.95. Woo. We have 149.95. 149.95. Now I have to divide that by 100. And I have it. What happens to the decimal point when you multiply by 100? First off, let's just say that we are multiplying this number by 100. What would happen to the decimal point? Do you know, Claire? Do you know what would happen? What would happen to the decimal point if I were multiplying 100 to this number? It would move 2 places. What way? To the left, yeah. It would move 2 places to the left. Now, if we're dividing by 100, what's the decimal going to do? So who haven't I heard from today? Yeah, Miguel. Yep, we're dividing by 100. Claire just said that when we multiply, it goes 2 to the left. So what's it going to do when we divide? Bring it straight up. So if we have 149.95, come on, 0.95, we multiply or divide it by 100, and then the decimal goes up here. I see what you're saying. We're trying to get some number sense here. But you are correct when we're dividing. It does go above the fraction bar. Yeah, yes. Yep, we move it twice to, well, we went to, did Claire, did you say it moves to the left when you said? Okay, yeah, we meant now it would go to the left when we divide by 100. I misheard you. So it would be 1.4995, because when we divide by 2 zeros, the decimal moves to the right 2 of them. Okay? So B equals 1.4995. And you just found out, be like, oh yeah? When you go home, you'll be like, I can find out what 0.5% of 2,999 is, Mom. They're like, no way. I'm like, yeah, check this out. Yeah. Fantastic. All right, let's see here. We've found ones with the variable in the upper left. We've found some. Let's zoom out. We're not looking for a percent on that one. We are looking for not a real percentage? No, that's with human ability. Percentage only goes to 100%. Yep. Yeah. Yes, you're wrong if you think humans can do anything more than 100% of their capable. That's impossible. Okay? We have the variable in the upper left again. Let's see. What number? Ooh, no. Same top left. Top left. Yeah, every single one of those is top left. But let's do an example from the homework. Yes.
What number, if I was on the study guide, since it's 200, would you just take 15% of 100 and
Number 13. No. Not much, but I want to do one where we have more than 100%. Is there one of those on the homework? There aren't any. Huh. Okay, let's do number 5. Why did they do that? There's not one of those in the... Let's do number 5. Number 5 on... Number 5 on the homework. Yep, we're doing an example from the homework. 96 is 30% of one number. And since you're doing your homework on the back of the page, I'm going to do my homework on the back of my page. So just listen and write. 96 is 30% of what number? Okay. I'm going to make my proportion. So we have a percent there. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to put 30 right there. Now, where does my 96 go? Is that the part or is that the whole? Nikki. It's the part. What evidence do you have that it should go down here? Or it should be up here? Because it says 96 is. Then also it says of what? Right? Of what? And when we don't know something, it's a variable. So I'm going to do an R for Rebecca. She's the newest addition to the class, and she's fitting in very well. Hopefully, we're not scaring you too much. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't be if I was in a new school. Okay. But she's very welcome. Yes. Well, typically variables are lowercase. Typically variables are lowercase and italicized. Okay. That's that little tail on top. Okay. So now we're going to find this one. What's my first step that we're going to do here? We just found out that's the proportion. So on all of them, you need to have a proportion and then the answer. So what's my first step here, Jacob? Yep, cross products. I'm going to multiply these guys by these guys. I'm going to do a different color. I'm going to do 96 times 100. Stop talking. And 30R. 96 times 100 is easy. It just pops 2 to the right. So it's boom, 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 boom. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 30. 30, hope. Okay. Then I'm going to divide. 9600. This goes in how many times? How many does 30 go into 96? Goes in 3. 3. So this is going to be 90. Oops, 96. It does not go into 6. This is going to be 2. Okay, and it doesn't go in there, so it's 320 is R, equals R. Now, do I need to put a percentage on that?
No.
How do I know? Yes. Because remember how the inverse of multiplication is division, and these guys just cancel each other out. Well, that just cancels each other out. Yep.
300 equals R.
Okay, so that's 320, and I do not need to do the percentage. Let me verify that. Nope, because we already had the percentage. Okay. So I think we have 3 minutes or so. So, okay. So YouTube, take care. Have a good one.